hello, welcome back to our Denstalk show. So in previous episode, we have been discussing about the link between the periodontal disease and the cardiovascular disease. So here we are in this episode, we will be answering questions asked by fellow Malaysians. So without further ado, I would like to introduce our honorable guest for today's session. On my right hand side, we have a beautiful doctor, Dr. Rafida from MedTipMind.
Hi, I'm Dr. Rafida.
Okay, and on my left hand side, we have Dr. Brenda from HUKM. Okay, now we have our first caller, Mr. Alif.
Hello doctor, I am Alif from Okok Senagda. I just want to ask, is there any relation between periodontal disease and cardiovascular disease? Okay, that's all. Thank you doctor.
Thank you, Mr. Alif, for the interesting question. So I would like to ask Dr. Rafida for her opinion. Okay, so doctor?
Okay, Mr. Alif, there are several studies that show the association between periodontal disease and cardiovascular disease. Scientists also believe that inflammation in the periodontal disease is responsible for this association.
Thank you, Dr. Rafida, for the brief explanation. Next, we open the floor for the next question. We have a caller from Kuala Selangor, Asia.
Hello doctor. My name is Elisha. I am from Kuala Selangor. Okay doctor, before this, I have read from the newspaper that a good periodontal health could help in reduce periodontal disease. Can you explain more about that?
Thank you, Miss Elisha, for the question. Okay. So I'll be passing the question to Dr. Brenda. Dr. Brenda, do you have anything to answer the question?
Thank you, Ms. Arisha. So patients should be aware that by maintaining their periodontal health, they are helping to reduce the harmful inflammation in the body, which thereby reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease. And there is no compelling evidence, however, to support that periodontal disease will reduce cardiovascular disease at this time. But we do know that periodontal periodontal care will improve your oral health status, which will reduce systemic inflammation, and it might be good for your heart as well.
Oh wow, Mr. Brenda, that blown me away. Okay, I hope that clarifies Miss Aisha's question. So now we proceed to our next caller.
And I'm a first year dental student. So I've read something about comprehensive periodontal evaluation. Can you explain more on that?
Oh, so we can see that Intan is very interested to know about the periodontal evaluation. So I'll be passing the question to Dr. Rafida.
Okay, hi Ms. Intan. So the comprehensive periodontal evaluation include a detailed examination of the teeth and gum, and also the assessment of the risk factors such as smoking, age, and the general health status. So in addition, patients diagnosed with periodontal disease should be sure to inform their healthcare provider or cardiologist. This is because to encourage better integration of their care.
Yes, now let's welcome our last caller for this session. A caller from Klaten. Okay, let's hear Cik Gaya's question.
Assalamualaikum and good evening doctor. I am Cik Gaya from Klaten. I have a few questions for you. Just now I heard you explain about the comprehensive dental examination. So my first question I want to ask, when do we need to seek the professionals for the comprehensive dental care? And for my second question, I wonder how oral infection can actually cause periodontitis in hypertensive patients. Thank you.
So Dr. Rafida, what do you think?
In my opinion, patients should expect to receive comprehensive periodontal evaluation from their dental professional at least once a year.
So we already answered 4 questions. So Dr. Brenda, you have been seeing patients from all diseases. So I would like to know your opinion on how the oral infection causes periodontitis in hypertensive patients.
Yes, sure, Miss Lily. So actually, bacterial infection means you have bacterial species in your mouth, and this bacterial species accumulates in the subgingival biofilm. So these pathogens are able to destruct and invade gingival tissues by proteolysis, which is a process of breaking down proteins. And then they enter the systemic circulation and causes bacteremia, which is a bacterial infection in your blood. And then these periodontal microbes may directly invade the arterial wall and lead to inflammation and atherosclerosis, which is a predisposing factor for cardiovascular.
Okay, that marks the end of our session. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much for calling us, asking us questions, asking our honorable guest questions. So before we end today's session, I would like to give a token of appreciation to both Dr. Rafida and Dr. Brenda.
Wow.
So Dr. Rafida,
Thank you, Miss Lily, for inviting me to the show. See you again.
oh, not to forget our beautiful lady, Dr. Brenda, all the way from HUKM. Okay, so Doctor, thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting
Please visit us again.
Of course.
Okay, thank you.
Don't forget to catch us on our next episode. Denstalk Show. See you again.